morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Vstar Radio, so today we need to check in with the Diamond Clan and Pearl Clan special collections, because the prices of these are starting to rise very quickly indeed. These are ones which, while they're not terribly easy to get hold of. Now remember, these are not products that were made available everywhere in Japan. These were products that were made available on the Pokémon Center online, the Pokémon Center in person, and Pokémon gym shops. The shops that run tournaments, etc. You have to be accredited as a gym shop by Pokémon, and then you get products like this, you run events, things are good. And it's a Vstar Universe product. You have packs of Vstar Universe in. And basically, ladies and gentlemen, these are starting to rise very, very quickly indeed. If we go and have a look at the recent sold listings on eBay in the US, we can see that actually some people are getting a bit of a bargain, which is nice. There have been sales recently where people have got these for $60 and $70, which is honestly quite impressive. If you see these for $60, honestly, that's a very nice price. You get 4 packs of Vstar Universe in at the moment. Those packs are going for like $10 each. These are very cool products. If you see them for that kind of price, jump, ladies and gentlemen, you are getting a bargain. But most of the time now, they're going for like $100. They are going for about $100 each. That seems to be about the going rate over on eBay. So you might be thinking, well, we'll see, that's all well and good. But where's the context, mate? You're telling us to go for $100. How much were they initially? What was the RRP on this? Stop lying to me, Wassy. Tell me the context. And alright, calm down a little bit. They started off being sold for about 5,000 yen. And when I say about 5,000 yen, I mean exactly 5,000 yen. So now we can go over and do one of those magic money conversion things to see what 5,000 yen ends up being in dollars. And we end up with somewhere in the region of $38. And I know you got to pay to get it shipped from Japan and all of that, but it's a $38 product currently selling for $100. It's quite a lot, ladies and gentlemen. That is not terribly cheap. And bearing in mind, the ones I showed you, most of them, even the ones that were there at $70, $60, they were still like $27 shipping. So, yeah, they were still pretty expensive. You're going to be paying about $100 getting the ship from Japan. Shipping is not $60. Shipping should be about 15-ish. Or at least 15 quid to the UK is what I would usually spend on something like this. So, you're paying quite a lot. But Wassy, I hear you shout. That doesn't exactly tell the whole story now, does it? What you need to do is see how much they're selling for over in Japan. That is what is going to actually tell you whether these are really jumping up in price or not. And to be fair, ladies and gentlemen, that's a pretty fair point. And the answer is, it's not horrendous. It's not great, but it's not as bad as it could be. They're generally selling for around about 8,500 yen over in Japan. So you're talking not quite double. You've gone from 5,000 to 8,500. So you're talking kind of a 70% increase. Pretty much dead on a 70% increase in terms of price here. Which is, I think it's fair to say, a fairly large increase. Here's the thing, though. I'm not sure this is going to be going down anytime soon. And that is what I'm looking at here. Because a little while ago, I was looking, they were selling for 8,000 yen. And then a little bit before that, they were selling for 7,500 yen. The price of these does seem to be creeping up. And I kind of understand it. Now, I don't have any insider information, any insider knowledge as to whether these are going to be reprinted or not. All I can tell you is, I wouldn't expect them to be reprinted. Because if I was Pokemon, I wouldn't be rushing to reprint these. Because you see, these are Vstar Universe products. And we know that what's really happening at the moment is people are desperate for Vstar Universe. I've called Vstar Universe unashamedly the best Pokemon TCG set ever, and I feel very good about that, honestly. I feel like it probably is the best Pokemon set we've ever seen, and I feel very comfortable making that statement. It is a very, very, very good set. And Vstar Universe is selling out like everywhere. and it will come back. I don't know for a fact, but we can look at what Pokemon did with Vmax Climax as an example. Vmax Climax just kept coming back into stock. It kept selling out, and Pokemon kept reprinting it, and it just kept coming back into stock. So I'm assuming they're going to do that, because this is the equivalent. Like Vmax Climax was the end of year 2. This is the equivalent set at the end of year 3. So I feel fairly confident this is just going to keep getting reprinted, and it's going to end up coming down in price. Right now, it is not a great time to be trying to buy Vstar Universe, because we're in that stage where it is selling out. It's sad, but that's where we are, unfortunately. I mean, if we go and have a little bit of a look over on eBay right now, we're looking like $100. That's roughly what boxes are selling for, which, to be fair, is not a terrible price. But I do expect that in a few months' time, when the reprints really start hitting, we are going to be finding this set considerably cheaper, because it's going to be much more widely available. And when you look at something like the Diamond Clan and Pearl Clan special sets, actually, they've got 4 packs of Vstar Universe in, which is awesome. We like this. But then it's a bunch of accessories, and I love it. And I've got the Diamond one, and I'm very happy about this. I think I've got a lead on the Pearl one. Hopefully I can tell you more about that soon. So I might actually be able to find a pair of these, and that's lovely. But these are not exactly essential products. If we have a look at the Diamond Clan special set, and again, I've done a opening on this channel, so go and check that out, please. I would be very happy. This is what you get in addition to the 4 packs. You get yourself the frame, and I do believe these are the best frames Pokemon have made, incidentally. You get yourself a set of sleeves featuring the Diamond Clan, and you get yourself a binder featuring the Diamond Clan. It's awesome. It is, incidentally, a fixed binder with pages in. It's not one you're adding pages to. So if it's full, it's full. You're not adding anything to it. And that's really cool. And I think the Pearl Clan is better, personally, because I just think the Pearl Clan are cooler all round. And what you've got there is your Irida frame, and then you've got your sleeves, and then you've got your binder. And this is another very, very cool product indeed. But you're basically getting those things in 4 packs, and most people, I think it's fair to say, are just after Vstar Universe. And if you're Pokemon, and you cannot keep a set on the shelves, would you rather reprint this special set, or would you rather just churn out box after box of Vstar Universe? I don't know. I'm not Pokemon. I cannot speak for them. But as someone who's got a fair bit of expertise in business, my guess and my bet personally would be, yeah, just keep printing. Just keep printing Vstar Universe, ladies and gentlemen. Print it as fast as you possibly can. And as I've said, I do expect this to happen. I do expect Pokemon to just keep printing and printing and printing and printing and printing. And I think that leaves products like this out in the cold. I think products like this end up not then getting printed more. And maybe over time, these are going to become really hard to find sought after products. Maybe there will be a reprint. Because I do know, the mystery box over in Japan, that did get a big reprint. Well, it didn't get a big reprint, that's a lie. But it did get a reprint. And that's amazing. But that had a whole bunch of stuff, including the alternate art Lugia promo, for which people were going absolutely crazy. So that one was a little bit different, and I do think that was a bit of a special case. Because with no promos or anything here, I do think this is going to end up, and I think it's going to end up going up more over time. But right now, we got a $38 product, which is selling for $100 on eBay over here, and is selling for 70% increase over in Japan. And I've not heard or seen anything about a reprint, and I do think this is going to get worse over time. So maybe these are products we should be picking up and, enjoying while we can. Maybe we should be waiting for a reprint, or maybe we should just be going, you know what? If you want Vstar Universe that badly, just wait for the inevitable reprint of Vstar Universe boxes. And again, I'm not promising that's going to happen, but firstly, that set is basically a license to print money at this stage. And secondly, we've literally seen Pokemon do this before, so I don't see why we wouldn't see it happening again here. Right, that's what I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, so now it's over to you guys. I want to know if you've picked these up. I want to know if you're interested in these. I want to know anything you want to tell me. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel. You can get some bonus podcasts where I answer all of your questions. You can join the Discord and have a good old chat with us. And you can get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Tobias DePrato, who's been one of our supporters for a little while now and seems to be a very lovely person indeed. So thank you very much for the support, and thank you for being a very lovely person indeed. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.